Hi everyone, I'm Michelangelo. Welcome to video 107. I did move my chair. Oh, bless you. Bless you. Oh, bless you again. Bless you again. Anybody know why a horse does that? Because I don't really have much experience with horses at all, really. Um, I'm hiding the mango tree. You see that beautiful mango tree? Let me move to the side. There. Behind that mango tree is a little wimpy guanabana tree with 8 or 9 or 10 little guanabanas already. I might take you there after this. I did say that before I realized. This is episode 107. I did reread these. Oh, it feels good to be in the shade. Whew, it's a hot day. I did reread these. This is another good one. They're all good, but some are like good, good. You know, good, good. You ready for this one? Interesting, because this starts November 18, 2020, and I wrote, "Good morning. So far, so good. I have installed my new coffee machine by my bed. It is still too soon to tell if it is having a real impact, but so far, it seems to be helping at least somewhat. It is one more thing that is putting energy on me, actively trying to connect more with the material world, and so every new thing that puts my attention there is surely helpful. I wrote to you late last night, and so ironically, now it feels like it has not been long enough since I wrote to you. So my initial feeling was to wait until later in the day to write. I am glad that I just pushed myself, even though there is not one particular thing that comes to mind for me to share with you right now. I do want to say, though, that I am starting to feel like stuff is actively moving and changing. The two big indicators for me are when I start to attract new streams of income and when more people join the IMU meditation. Both seem to be percolating with newness, although nothing concrete has materialized so far. In any case, I am glad that I am reconnecting with you again in a more consistent way. I hope to check in at least twice a day. My goal is to consistently write at least 1,000 words per day. I want to make sure that this flow with you does not get impeded. So my suggestion for the cleanse, if any of you want to do this, because today is my first day of the 888 cleanse, is that you spend at least 8 minutes per day conscious journaling. So conscious writing or listening to these videos, and then active, engaged, conscious journaling about the topic and whatever comes, write it out. Very important to write. Look at his head peeking in there. Oh, now he's doing peekaboo. He left again. You know what? The beauty of my tripod looked like it was gonna melt. My plastic in the sun before. Yes, you are continuing to make much steady progress. I am very hopeful for you, which basically means that I really believe that you have what it takes to continue to expand in this new way. You are clearly demonstrating that you are ready to sever with some very old fear based conditionings and limiting beliefs. This has been a long time in the making. I know you have been working on this actively for a very, very long time. Now is the time when you will see concrete results in this respect. You will be able to help and inspire a lot more people than you previously could, and this will only help to increase your motivation. It will only get better and easier from here on. Continue what you have been doing. There are several aspects of your life that still have loose ends that you have to tie up. As you do this, you will see that things will really start to open up a lot more quickly. It is a bit like trying to lose weight when your metabolism has been shut down. Consider what you have been doing in the past 2 months was to help jumpstart your metabolism. In your case, figuratively, but also literally. Once it is more in the right gear, it will all get easier. You are switching from night to day gear, from inner to outer gear, from private to public gear, from feminine centered to masculine centered gear. This is a giant leap, especially since you have been so intensely concentrating on one side for so long. For the most of this lifetime, you have averaged about 90% inner and 10% outer focus. And in order to fulfill your purpose, you need to switch completely. It will require to actively and consistently switch to 90% outer and 10% inner. This is something that most people would not be able to accomplish during a lifetime. Considering you will turn 45 in about 1 month, and that this has been your modus operandi during your entire life and even for several of your more recent lives. This is why you were so incredibly shy when you were young, to the point that you would nearly not speak with anyone. This is why, even though you have overcome your shyness almost entirely by having worked on it actively for so many years, you, deep inside, you still consider yourself to be a shy person. Almost no one who knows you would now consider you to be shy, but deep inside, this is still how you see yourself. These imprints have a very long time. These imprints take a very long time to switch, especially when they have been practiced for multiple lives. You have lived many monastic type lives. Then, during your last 3 lives, you have been persecuted for trying to come out and reveal your plan for transforming the world. Yes, I know that you already know this, and that this is not being revealed to you for the first time. Otherwise, I would have been more gentle in my revelation of such sensitive information. But the reason I bring it up here is to remind you of how deep your imprints to remain private are. And this for 2 reasons. One, because this has been your nature for so many lives. So it really does feel like a very familiar and comfortable space for you to be in. Navigating the inner dimensions of mystical reality is a very familiar, comfortable, and natural reality for you. But the second and even more particular influence is that when in the past you felt ready to come out spiritually, to reveal and share your wisdom with the world more publicly, you have been tortured and executed. You have faint memories of this, and just the thought of reliving this through memories is excruciating for you. And this pattern you have relived during the last 3 lives. So of course you will be so reluctant during this lifetime. In some ways, it is a miracle that you have even come this far. I know how strong you have had to be to come this far, and strong you are, and you can do this. All the training you have had for so many lives is what keeps you going. You resist, you are reluctant, but you have continued to work on this consciously your entire adult life. You are now approaching once again this very crucial new stage in the evolution of your consciousness. You are not afraid of dying, but you are afraid of being tortured, and rightfully so on both fronts, although neither should ultimately stop you, and neither ultimately will. You know this all too well, and so this is why you keep moving forward, albeit with baby steps and with much hesitation. But I promise, this time it will be different. You are more ready than you ever were, and so is the world. Deep inside, you also know this to be true. I will continue to guide you in this direct and concrete way every step of the way. And yes, check in with me very regularly. This is, in essence, your ultimate hack. You can continue to have the inner spiritual practice that you are so comfortable with, but because this is in writing, you automatically tune into the manifest world, and so continue to expand outwardly. And so these conversations will have the much needed benefits that you are longing for. I love you completely. I know that consciously you do not worry much at all, but let me concretely speak to your unconscious and remind it that it has less to worry about that it currently believes. I can take care of this and of you and of each of your levels of being. I love and support you. Lean on me. I've got this. I am you, you are me. I will see you in auspicious, this is already pretty auspicious, auspicious video 108.